Okay, now let me come to which is the revision session introduction plan to elaborate what we are going to do under June 2025 revision session. Now, first thing, this is totally drawn and which is totally projected to the student, which more focused towards the answer writing, calculation, and very simple, if I have mentioned lamai, this is for you to take more and more time for the application part for you to pass your examination. Then that's why in the theory, the first thing is for you to do the examination lamai. The theory knowledge is compulsory, no doubt about that. It is a compulsory, but you being students who already gone through, I believe, who already gone through entire the syllabus and maybe due to some reasons, then you have repeated the examination. Then that's the situation which we need to address, nothing other than anything. Then we have to identify that some reason, so-called some reason, what happened to you at your examination. That's the thing. To identification that you may have gaps. Then what is the gaps? Then you went for the examination and you have done the exam paper, and there is a gap between your answer and the expected answer from the examiner. That's the reason. Maybe you have struggled with your time, maybe you have not prepared well for examination, maybe you have done the selective learning, maybe you have just gone through the answers of the past papers, you have not which is the dirty your hands by doing the things. There are many more reasons. Now it's good time, or rather high time, for you to keep away those weaknesses which you have done. Then you have to convert that to the strength at your examination. At your examination, you have to make it as a strength to make you pass. It is a way of that all which you have to do. Then I'm always telling, as a lecturer, I can take you all to the water, but you have to, even I can practice you how to swim. But at the examination, you have to swim well. And ඒක ගිලෙන්නේ නැතුව පීන ගන්නවට පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. That's the ultimate objective. And the next thing, which is the particularly on the time management, it is critical. Then one of the reasons why the time management is critical, lamai, the reason is entire 5.5 months nearly. You learning and you doing your calculations, writing part, and with your job and all these things, we have to live. No? Then all the background with us, we are doing this one. Then that 5.5 months, what your commitment you have to present to the examiner within 3 hours and 15 minutes. Then therefore, it's not an easy task, but you have to adjust to make it easy. Then therefore, even one time you have failed, normally I'm not using that word, but for you to convince this, I have to use, if one time you have failed, it doesn't matter. There are no persons in the world who has done everything in a comfort zone. All the persons, all the people who develop themselves and given the opportunities to others and being a corporate leaders, then they are not the persons who done everything step by step without any failures. No, everyone has the great story, the dark story behind them to make them success. That's the message. Then don't think that failing of the examination, it is a bad thing. It has given an opportunity to you to take your success in next time. Then you have to give an opportunity to try. Then for that your innocent try, for that your hard working try, I'm given a small help. Then take that help and please do yourself with a committed to the subject and plan for your pass. And of course, this time you can do this, and this time you have to do this. That's the next thing. Because as a subject on its own, in SL3, this is the last time which you all have. Then why don't you take that opportunity? Then if you have not taken that opportunity, you have a threat. What's the threat? It's not a threat anyway. It's absorbed, which is in the December 2025 SL4 strategic tax planning. Now you have to make a strategic decision, which is that you have to think whether am I going to do this on December 2025, or else I'm going to complete it in June 2025, and am I to do that? Am I work towards the objectives? Okay, then that is the thing. Therefore, please, this is now I'm doing this thing now in the end of the March. Then March, almost we have 2 weeks to go. Then April, May, June, all together, if I have taken 4, 4, 8, at least 12 weeks you have, it's more than enough for you to make sure that you are passed. Okay, now come to our plan, which it has more given in that e-flyer, but I need to take everything in a transparent manner, and let me quickly go through what we are going to do. Then here, which is the introduction. Then for this one, summary of the syllabus. Why this summary of the syllabus I have taken? Then these are the, I think this is visible, which is a pointer, which is a taxation and business decision making, this 10%, and the taxation of non-resident and international taxation, this 15%. These two areas, which is the entire this 25% of the theory area, I will provide it to you. The reason, what's the reason? That this one, the non-resident and international taxation, when it comes to this C, when it comes to this C, the question is Lamai, the different types of the question the examiner can be asked. And again, your approach to the question can be different. Then it's a flow of the theory with the application you should have in your mind. Then therefore, which is this C, it's a totally I need to deliver to you how it's applicable to the 24-25 year of assessment with the questions and almost all the theories, which is same applicable to the full course students. And again, when it comes to this, the business decision making, taxation and business decision making, now it has included the individual taxation, decision making, as well as the realization provisions, the special realization provisions. In every paper it has tested. Then therefore, which is this two parts, which is taking into this, then I need to take this too, because these are the key areas again for you to take your marks other than other key areas, which A, D, E, F, G. I know other key areas somehow you can manage. The resident company taxation, you know the theory areas. When it comes to which is on statutory provisions and case law, you have the open book referential material, that beauty. And again, management of value added tax and tax planning and advising contemporary use in taxation. For all these things, then if you have followed the previous courses of any of the lecturers, then these areas, then it is, I'm sure you are in a comfort zone, and this is just a change of the year of assessment from the 23-24 to 24-25. Since the yesterday is the which is the bill was confirmed in the parliament and all these things, the third reading of the budget, then every changes will be impacted to the year of assessment 25-26. Then therefore Lamai, which is it is a change in of the year of assessment and the application to the change in of the year of assessment, no amendments to the Inland Revenue Act or the VAT Act, but there are few gazette notifications came into effect newly for the 24-25. Then I'll take these gazette notifications. Okay, then this is your syllabus, and from this B and C, all the things it will be available to you. And the next, which is the okay, then next one, which is the Introduction to Corporate Taxation paper. These are the open book referential materials. Since I have mentioned to you the No Amendments Act, then these are the No Amendment Act separately for the 24-25. Then these are the amendments with reference to Inland Revenue Act, VAT, and in the Gazette notifications there are 3 gazettes which we need to look at. Okay, then these are the law which you need to take. And next one, the list of the gazette notification. Since you all have done everything in the 23-24, then all these transitional provisions, amendments, disallowable levies and taxes, which is on the debt claim on the banking business, capital gain tax, and the authorized representatives, and again for the authorized representatives which on the in which situations that the designated authorized representative, how we are going to appoint as a taxpayer for all these things. And when it comes to section 31 application, the interest on the blended loan, and the claiming of the losses on financial instruments, and this gazette notification of the exempting ADB, which is bank that particular employees, and the transfer pricing gazette notifications, and these are the new things. Taxpayer registration, even taxpayer registration is 23-24. You know, if you any case be a student under this, then you know this part because we have done these things. And again, these are the 3 gazettes which new, which is on the procedure from deduction of WHT from non-resident persons, and the with effective from that banks, how they are sharing the information of the taxpayers according to the regulations. Then the next one, which is the methods of payment of tax with reference to income tax, then it's only now the options given, then that particular options they have been elaborated, described through this gazette notification. Then all these things included in this gazette on the payments, methods of payments of the income tax. Then these are the 3 gazettes when comparing to 23-24. That's mean 23-24 year of assessment to 24-25 small changes happen. Then which I need to emphasize you, then theory knowledge, if you have gaps, you have enough time to complete that gaps, because you all are the students who have done the exams previously, very recently. 23-24 you have done the examination. Then therefore that whatever the gaps, knowledge gaps through the theory, you have to fulfill. While in that manner, I will help on the non-resident and international taxation, as well as for the taxation and business decision making on the theory part. Then other than that, all the subtopics of the syllabus we are going to do Patrice questions. Okay, come to these. Then these are the gazette notifications for the VAT. You can see it's only 4 now, because in 23-24 we had that change in of the tax VAT rate and all these things. Now since it's a flat VAT rate for the at least for a 1 year's period, it's 18%. And again, for that one, due to the Act has came into effect, including that one, then the number of Gazette notifications reduced. Then these are the 4 for the FVAT, SVAT, and which is the change in of the tax rate, there is that Gazette notification. And when it comes to SVAT, FVAT and the rate, and this 0 rated Gazette notification, which is extraordinary one, very old one, then these are the 4 Gazette notifications. Now come to this one. What are the prerequisites for your exam success? Then learning with discipline. You have to live in your subject. You have to know what is the time which I am going to allocate to the subject, and the fashion and living in the subject, and the self power play for reflection. What you are doing, mirror image is receiving to you. If you have not done anything, then you are not getting the result. Then taman bedana handema taman labana kiyanna the same thing. Do at your maximum, and you will get your results at your examination. Then the next one, mind mapping and scanning, always I'm encouraging on this. I don't know how many times I have mentioned this. Then therefore, mind mapping, short notes, summary, whatever, circles, triangles, anything which is familiar to you, make your notes. And the master the art of writing. Master of art of writing, without that, then it's impossible to make you pass. Then therefore, you have to write at least 1 question every week. Lama, you have how many past papers? Then you can write the past paper answers, since you know the theory areas. Again, come to this. Before this, which I need to come, this is the meanwhile, and yeah, I need to come for this one. Okay, the revision session plan. Now what we are going to do with your discipline, with your self-reflection, with your fashion towards the subject, then what we are going to do, these are the things. Then it is the open book materials and what's the paper, everything explained. And even no need to explain, you have the practical experience in yourself by doing this examination. And the beauty of that, you have the opportunity to identify what are the mistakes which we have done or you have done at your examination. Not to continue that mistakes, but to avoid fully in this June 2025 examination. Then here, theories, what is the approach to make you pass? Then here, which is the theory fully available with PAT-risk questions, taxation and business decision making and non-resident and international taxation. Then PAT-risk questions, Lama, in this 450 marks questions covering relevant syllabus areas. What's my plan? Now I will release these things, first question from the first week of April onwards. Then for this one, which is the, it's designed to like a question 3, but it's amalgamating with calculation of the 30 marks and another 20 marks to write in. Then if we are doing 4 questions, then that 20 marks, the good 35 to 30 to 35 small questions we can cover within the syllabus. And again, I need to go for which is more questions on the VAT and the non-resident and international taxation under your PAT-risk questions. Then next one, discussion of the past paper questions, everything for the year of assessment 24-25. Then December 2024 paper, which is your immediate paper. I'm starting with this. Again, this will be after New Year. After New Year, today actually I am doing this session on the 22nd March. Then from this, after New Year, all the past paper discussions, paper wise, it will be available to you most of. Then the December 2024 paper, June 2024 paper, December 2023, June 2023 and December 2022. What's the first target? I need to complete the resident company taxation, that at 30 marks. That's the first thing. The 5 questions on that in the past papers we need to complete first. Then it's easy for you all to be practice on that. Then after that the writing part, after that question 1 and 2 I'll move like that. Then again 4 live session which is free plan. Now I'm going to do the first live session which is on the 7th April before New Year. Then what my humble request, please join interactively. It's not, I'm not taking at least 3-4 hours, I'm only taking 2 hours maximum. And in that 2 hours, and I promise I'm not wasting your time. Okay, I'm asking questions, I'm writing answers, doing calculations, taking your questions, explanation is important for you all. Please therefore, without just watching the recording, please interactively join, it's help for you all and the pre-scene discussion. Even again for live session it can be more based on my gut feel, if I will which is in a position that okay, the 2 or 3 I need to take, then I'm taking that. Okay, then the pre-scene discussion. And don't forget, is your last pre-scene which you have to do, then take the maximum benefit out of this, and this is consider this as a last chance and do this. And these are the time allocation and the how to use the efficient in the reading time and total marks, sections, open book and all these things. You know these things, but intentionally I have included this discussion to be a very valid discussion. Okay, with these things then come to this one. I think I'm always taking this, which is the 7 habits of highly effective people with the Stephen Covey. Then for this one, I really need you to be here, be proactive. Now without be proactive, you cannot do this. Then plan your examination, plan your time, do your things very quickly, start, begin with the end in mind for a short period, which you have your objective, which is the pass SL3, and final the bigger picture, you have to complete the chartered examinations and be a chartered accountant. And here put first things first, then it is the prioritization, and think win-win, always in the synergistic effect. Please look at, seek first to understand and then understood the execution. For you to do your execution, then you should understand first. The in-depth knowledge of your theory areas is critical. And again, the synergize. Then always 1 + 1, it's not 2, it's more than that. Now in the world, the individual thinking is very less. Now we are always going for the collaborative. Then therefore have your teams that may be 1 or 2 students, then discuss the questions, discuss the answers, like that. If it is compatible with you all, then if it is compatible with you, do like this and sharpen the saw. If you have not sharpened your knowledge at your examination, then it's really difficult for you to get through this paper. Then the knowledge and your application and your time management, and to be honest, be logical, and with this all thing, with the nice handwriting, the readable handwriting, the clear interpretation of your answer make you pass. Then therefore we will start this journey with all these things. I will focus on you all, we will do everything as much as possible, and again join always with the lecturer and ask the questions. I'm here for you to support. Then therefore you have to pass the exam this time, nothing other than anything. Then this is on the entire discussion, and I need to come for this one. Your attitude towards life determines the life attitudes towards you. And again, don't forget this one. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Don't do that. Then therefore, which is with this introduction part, I will start, which is your the revision program, and first part of it, which is the here Patrice questions. For before this Patrice questions, all the relevant Patrice questions which we have given to the theory students with the question and answer with all explanation, that particular recorded sessions will be available to you. Okay, then please go through your syllabus. Please don't go for the selective learning. Go for the look at the syllabus as a whole and do the past papers. Don't just look at the answer and the paper. You have to do this. If you are not doing that, if you are doing the examination as the first time, you will not pass this examination. But there may be luck, then who knows. And the next thing, the open book referential materials, please have this open book referential materials with you, and it's make your life very comfortable. Okay, with this we will start the journey, and wish all the very best for all of you all. We will start and we will finish this in successfully.